wanted to talk about my experience, well, many experiences actually, of what it feels like to be the only brown girl in a room, and whether that's casting or social or whatever it is. Um, this video is for not just brown girls, but anyone that has felt, you know, marginalized in ways where your presence just doesn't have an effect on people. And it's a sad reality, but I have had many instances where people have overlooked me, they haven't taken me seriously, they are, low key racist. Um, it's incredibly hurtful, but I have managed to channel that into fuel and energy to rise above and be better. But I I just wanted to talk about really what it means to be a brown girl in this industry. Um, you know, Hollywood itself is just a whole beast of its own, but I really think this idea of diversity and representation is not what it should be. Um, that being said, of course, there are far more Indians in the industry now than there were before, so progress, but I still feel like there is so much missing in terms of creating authentic stories and casting a wider net for different looks. I think when people think of Indian or brown, they think of a very specific look, and I unfortunately don't fit that look. So people are thrown off or they're confused, or the feedback that I usually always get is we can't fit you into that box that we kind of have and we like having a box. People feel comfortable when they can look at something and they can identify it and they're like, all right, this is it, we know what it is. And I have spent my whole life trying to break out of that mold and out of that box, and I'm continuing to do so thanks to all your help and support. And I wanted to urge and encourage anybody else that feels similarly to do the same, because life is short and we only have one life to live. So shoot your shot. Don't be afraid. Don't be worried about creating space for yourself. If you don't see it existing, it doesn't mean it's impossible. You can create it yourself. We need more voices to be heard. We need change to happen. And I really believe that together we can make an impact that the world can see.